All right, I should have done this video before I installed it because there wasn't really a video out there when I went to install the front bumper. But I just wanted to show really quickly how this kind of lines up and matches up to the instructions. It's a super simple install. There's essentially 4 bolts for the bumper itself, and then there's 4 more bolts that you put in this angle iron that essentially just reinforces where the bumper connects. There's 2 tabs up here on the grill cover. You pull these 2 tabs like this. Let's see if I can get back far enough where you can see it. You pull these 2 tabs like this. This pops out super easy. And then down in here, you'll see right here on the inside is where that angle iron goes. So there's 2 bolts. There's 2 bolts in the front that go through the frame, and there's 2 bolts on the bottom that mount that angle in here to reinforce this. And then the bumper itself has 2 larger bolts. These are 17 millimeters on the outside and then 18 millimeters on the inside. So the first thing you do is you install this angle bracket, tighten it down. The torque specs are in the instructions. You want to make sure you tighten it to the correct spec there. The bottom piece, this black cover here, has 2 screws underneath. This black cover in here, it's got 2 screws on either side. Those pop out, this comes down. There's a little hook that hangs off the frame in the back, and the 2 bolts for the bottom of the bumper go into that little hook plate on the back. Once you get that kind of bolted up, you put this cover back on. You come back up here, you tighten everything up. Again, make sure it's torqued as it should be. And then your cover here in the front just slides right back in. There's a couple of hooks on either side, and then once it goes in, it just snaps right back into place. So about the easiest bumper install you can imagine. The dealer wanted to charge $85 for that. They wanted to charge an hour labor. That took me all of about 20 to 30 minutes to actually do after I read the instructions and kind of pulled it apart. So there you go. That's the front bumper install for the brand new 21 RZR Trail Ultimate. Great little machine. This one's super easy to install. It's going to take about 20 minutes. And here's what you do. These top 2 bolts on the back, you want to remove the top one and you want to loosen the bottom one, okay? The top one, there's a hole in the bumper, which I'll show you in a second. The bottom one just has a hook that sits on top of this bottom one. If you remove both, this cage is going to come apart. That's going to be a little bit of a hassle to get it back together. So I'd highly recommend just loosen this one so you have plenty of slack over here to slide that plate in. Take the top one out, okay? So again, I'll kind of zoom in down here. You can see but you can see right here, there's a hook in the bottom part of this plate. So it sits on top of this bolt, and you can tighten that back up, and then you can thread this through the plate, back through the cage. And again, just 2 bolts, quick and easy. You'll have to torque those to the appropriate spec, again, found in the instructions. Before you tighten everything up, there's another plate down here. So you'll see 4 of these in the box when you open it up. There's 2 for each side. They go front and back of the cage. And then you got these little bolts that go through here. So once you get the top kind of set in there and kind of get everything kind of hand tight, you get these set into place. Make sure everything's kind of sitting in the right place and positioned properly. And then you can go about using your torque ratchet to torque everything down. But super easy install. Again, the dealer wanted to charge an hour of labor at 85 bucks an hour. So that would have been an $85 installation. It took me about 20 to 25 minutes to install that. It was pretty fast and easy once I read the directions and kind of understood, how it should go. But the 2 bumpers are really nice. I think they look great. They do provide some pretty good protection, and they're actual Polaris parts, which I think is pretty cool as well. Good luck. You should be able to do it fairly quickly.